My interview with one of the biggest Tesla YouTubers, Bjorn, or Tesla Bjorn, as a lot of you know, at the Frankfurt Auto Show is coming up next. Welcome to E4Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything moving forward. As you know, I was at the Frankfurt Auto Show media days last week. The Frankfurt show is still going on, and I've met a lot of cool people, and one of the people I ran into was Bjorn. And as you know, and maybe some of you don't know, he started as a Tesla YouTuber. And he's always been very specific as far as specs and testing stuff. And then he kind of moved on to doing more things about electric cars. And now I would say he's not just like a Tesla Bjorn, he's like electric car Bjorn, which of course is great. I started as a Tesla YouTuber originally as well and moved on to electric cars. And I think there are a couple of other people followed the same path. Now I have met Bjorn only one time. It was at the unveiling of the electric truck, Tesla electric semi-truck, and I don't know, I didn't really get a good vibe originally, but this time I met him, he was super nice, and I realized I think he's just a very shy guy, you know, just like very shy guy, and he's exactly the same way in person as he is in his videos, so that was pretty cool. And we met at the Ionity booth, because he was doing one of those trips where Ionity kind of had him drive a Mercedes EQC, I think. Yeah, Mercedes EQC, to just kind of say that, hey, you know, we have a fast charging network just as good as Tesla's. You can get around Europe very, very easily. You know, I think he drove from Norway all the way to Frankfurt and then back. He's still posting those videos, so check those out. You know, it was great to, you know, I've had pretty much almost all YouTubers except for a couple on my channel, and this one was still missing, so I'm glad I got to talk to him. I just talked to him about his experience driving the Mercedes EQC using the Ionity network, but also it was his first time at a car show in general, so I was kind of surprised by that. Anyway, so let me show you the footage of my interview with him. Before that, of course, a quick reminder that this video and this channel is sponsored by Byton. Check out their all-electric SUV called M-Byte, coming to the US, coming to Europe in about a year and a half or so, starting at around 45K US, 45 euros in Europe. Don't forget to make your reservation if you haven't already. It's free. There is absolutely no deposit. It takes about 60 seconds of your time. So join myself and over 50,000 other people. All right, so without further ado, here's my interview with Bjorn at the Frankfurt Auto Show. Tell us a little bit about, you know, we're here at the Frankfurt Auto Show. What's your impression so far?
Well, this is the first time at the auto show, so I actually never been at auto shows before. Yeah,
really?
That's crazy, right? Yeah, so it's just so much stuff to see here. Yeah,
I know.
Mm-hmm. And also so many cars I want to see. Yeah, but
what's your top three?
Top three. Oh, I have to see the Porsche Taycan.
Taycan. They've taught us how to, and I still can't say it. Taycan. Okay.
Taycan. Yeah. And also the ID3 is really important. I've already checked.
I'm wearing a bracelet. It's still glowing from last night, but check it out. It's interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I think maybe the Hyundai 45. Yeah.
All right. And then I know you drove here all the way from your home at EQC as part of the Ionity project. How's that?
Oh, man, it was great. You know, I found out the EQC, well, despite being based on a fossil car chassis, they still made it pretty good. So it was a piece of cake to drive here. Very comfortable.
Now, I know I think the biggest feature that they've been kind of emphasizing is how quiet it is. And I rode in it for a few minutes in Vegas. What do you think? Is it pretty quiet compared to pretty much all the other cars you drove? Do you think that's their best feature? If not, what is the best feature?
Well, yes, it is really quiet. I still haven't tested how quiet it is versus e-tron, because e-tron is also really quiet. But just put things in perspective, most of the other EVs I tried, you know, like the Leaf or the Kona, they haven't put too much soundproofing in it, and also the Teslas. So when I tested the EQC on the Autobahn doing 180 kilometers per hour, it was so quiet. It was like driving the Tesla in 100 kilometers per hour.
Wow. Yeah. Well, so I'm just about to test drive it as well, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, what are the cars that you're driving right now that are your personal cars?
Well, it's Model 3, yeah, Model 3 Performance, yeah.
Still, and so I'm surprised how many people have been switching to Model 3. Can you kind of give me an idea why you decided to go with Model 3 over, you had Model X and Model S? What attracted you to the Model 3?
Well, I figured out that I don't need all that space in the Model X anymore. Yeah, and then I'm just driving around with lots of empty space. Yeah, and the Model X is somewhat inefficient. So I figured that I want to try the Model 3, and also the Model 3 is way more developed than S and X. They have the newest battery tech, the newest charging, the newest design on things. So to me, it makes more sense to use the most modern Tesla.
In America, we don't mind empty space at all. That's why we buy SUVs and huge pickup trucks. All right, so what do you think your next car is going to be? Is there something you're fascinated with something that just came out or maybe coming out in the next year or so?
Well, I haven't planned to buy any cars yet. So, I mean, I just recently bought the Model 3. But my next car will, of course, be the Roadster, Tesla Roadster, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. This is going to be a while, though. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, listen. Tell me a little bit more about you've been in Europe and in the U.S. Where do you feel the adoption of electric cars? Where do you think people are more accepting of electric cars?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean. Accepting. Yeah?
Like, where are people accepting the cars more like they're ready to adopt them more? Because in Europe, it's a different type of a sort of attitude towards electric cars versus in the U.S. Where do you feel like electric cars are more likely to succeed?
Oh, well, we already see now in Netherlands, it's coming, So Netherlands is really on the front there. And then I would say parts of Germany, but then we also have parts of Germany that seems to be working against EVs. Yeah, but then, okay, Norway, I shouldn't have to mention Norway.
I was going to say, did you forget Norway?
Yeah, Norway is like #1 there. But other than that, I feel like actually many European countries are kind of lagging behind and a little bit slow on expanding. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you talking to me. I know you're just rushing to the next thing. I'm excited about the rest of the show as well. So hopefully I'll catch up with you, maybe LA Auto Show, hopefully. All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so it was great to run into him. I hope we will chat again. If you haven't seen his channel, of course, you can find him on YouTube. But Tesla Bjorn, I think he still has the logo of Tesla Bjorn. I'm not really sure if that's the official name at this point, but let's just call him Bjorn. And again, it's always great to talk with other YouTubers, other social media influencers with different opinions. And so this was definitely an awesome opportunity to do that. If you want to see other YouTubers on my channel, there's a section on my homepage of this channel where I talk to Nikki of Transport Evolve, Rich of Rich Rebuilds, Zach and Jesse, just quite a few people. So check that out. Of course, don't forget to sign up with my VIP list, where we send you a free bonus story every Saturday, something that we just can't fit into this YouTube channel or my website at d4electric.com. So go ahead and check that out. The link is also in the description of this video. All right, other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.